Sister, infiltration, please.
So Dean Madam has told she'll be coming to watch the case after her morning rounds.
Professor Sulochana's morning rounds. Well, some neurology resident is getting ready for some royal butchering. Probably popping a beta blocker to keep their nerves calm. But however well you prepare, the butchering is inevitable. Because the outcome is always the same.
What rubbish! Is this what you call history taking? Haven't you learned how to do a detailed write-up? Write this again and show it to me. I want no details missing. Especially for an M&E patient. I want the smallest of details to be documented.
Sure.
Understood?
Sure.
Go, sister.
ಹಲೋ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಕೈ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ
Ma'am, he speaks Hindi, ma'am.
आपके हाथ और पैरों में जो जकड़न है उसको जांच रही हूँ ठीक है Definitely the left is far worse than the right.
Yes, ma'am. And he is off medications from the last 12 hours, ma'am. And I'll be targeting the GPI nucleus, pallidotomy.
Good. You may start the surgery.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, with all due respect, this demo surgery of stereotactic lesioning is a scam. I mean, burning the GPI to do a pallidotomy is not going to magically take away the tremor of the Parkinson's disease. You know it's bullshit.
So what do you think should be done?
Of course, implant the DBS and target the Wim nucleus of the thalamus. I mean, that's more globally approved than this gimmicky stereotactic lesioning of the GPI.
Ma'am, this patient is a tailor. He's a poor man. He's not going to be able to afford a 15 lakh rupee DBS procedure. And lesioning is 1/5 the cost. While I agree with sir that Wim nucleus is the preferred target, but in this case, patient has other symptoms of Parkinson's disease like bradykinesia, rigidity. He has severe levodopa-induced dyskinesia. So in this patient, I think the GPI is the better target, ma'am.
Ma'am, I think most people don't know that pallidotomy reduces tremors as much as a Wim thalamotomy. And madam, even when we do the targeting for DBS, STN is the preferred target for Parkinson's disease for many functional neurosurgeons. It's not a Wim, unless it is a pure tremor like a ET.
Ma'am, in DBS we place the electrodes on both sides so we can bilaterally treat the symptoms in one sitting. Unlike the GPI, they can't do one side. It could cause dysphagia.
For those reasons only, we are doing the lesioning of his other side of the brain after 12 months, Dr. MP, and not in this surgery. It's going to be a staged bilateral lesioning surgery. And in any case, it's going to be PTT, not a pallidotomy. So I think all your concerns are, in any case, eliminated.
Are you out of your mind? Keeping a gap of a year? Do you know how dangerous just that is? You know how close the probe is to the burn? I mean, 1 millimeter here and there and it could cause disability for the rest of his life.
Sharon, I think the stage bilateral lesioning for PD has never been attempted in India before. I would like to be present when you do it. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
डॉक्टर वो ठीक तो हो जाएंगे ना? हम बहुत परेशान हैं। अगर हाथ ठीक नहीं हुए तो सिलाई का काम कैसे होगा? हम अपना गुजारा कैसे करेंगे?
सब ठीक हो जाएगा। मैंने देखा है इस सर्जरी से लोगों के हाथ काफ़ी हद तक हिलना बंद कर देते हैं। ठीक है, अपनी तरफ से पूरी कोशिश है कि सब ठीक हो जाएगा, चिंता की कोई बात नहीं।
ये आखिरी मौका है डॉक्टर, हम बहुत परेशानी देख के आपके पास आए हैं। बड़े अस्पताल में उन्होंने कहा ब्रेन के पेसमेकर का 15 लाख रुपए लगेगा। हमने एमएलए साहब के सामने भी हाथ फैलाए, लेकिन उन्होंने कहा उतने पैसे नहीं दे सकते। फिर जब आपने कहा कि 3 लाख में ये जलाने वाली सर्जरी हो सकती है, तब जाके कुछ उम्मीद आई। और फिर एमएलए साहब ने भी मदद की। अगर इस सर्जरी से असर नहीं पड़ा तो क्या करेंगे हम?
अरे ये एक जानी मानी सर्जरी है जो देश के बाहर बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स करते हैं। ठीक है, डॉक्टर शरण ने भी जापान में एक मशहूर न्यूरोसर्जन के पास जाकर सीखा है। सब ठीक हो जाएगा, चिंता की कोई बात नहीं है। ठीक है।
Dr. Takomi Taira is one of the leading names globally in the field of functional neurosurgery. And Sharan has learned stereotactical functional neurosurgery under him for months together in Japan. Definitely he deserves a chance to demonstrate this to us, MK. Come on, forget the past and be a little supportive towards him.
Supportive. If I had my way, he would never have been a neurosurgeon. I mean, he tricked me and passed him. I mean, DBS is the only way to go and not some gimmicky stereotactic lesioning that he's recommending. And ma'am, why do you favor him so much? He refused, rudely refused you to the opportunity of doing neurology under you.
Manju, I am double checking the X, Y and Z points. Okay. X 80.4, Y 91.7, Z 100.0. Ring angle is 66.4 degrees. Arc angle is 76 degrees. Sister, 1/4 electrode. ठीक है, आपको जैसे बताया था, हाथ उठाइए। हाँ, हाथ ऊपर रखिए। ओके, 1 2 maximum stim, no motor side effects, no visual profane. All right, starting the first lesion, C0, 70 degrees centigrade, 40 seconds, go.
हाय, PRS न्यूरोसाइंसेज यहीं पे? राइट। ओके, थैंक यू। Hi, excuse me.
Oh, hi. Yes.
Can you please tell me where can I find Dr. Sharan and Dr. Pratibha?
Well, yes. They're inside with my wife. She's undergoing some Botox injections on her hand for
Okay.
post-stroke-related spasticity. I think they should be done in the next 5 minutes or so.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Ram, by the way. We've flown over all the way from the United States, especially for this.
Oh, is it? Oh, hi. I'm Anisha.
Oh, hi.
I'm a journalist with the New Times, and I'm here to cover a story on this center.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So wait, you have flown in all the way for just one session?
No. We've been living here for the past 12 months now. This is a live-in facility.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We brought her semi-conscious on a stretcher from Chicago. She was written off there after her brain stroke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It makes it easier for us to stay here and go through their daily rigorous rehab sessions.
Nice. Oh, no wonder there are wheelchair ramps and support railings everywhere.
Actually makes it quite convenient.
Oh, is it?
And we don't feel lonely too, thanks to some pretty interesting neighbors.
Okay.
Like, see, that guy over there,
Yeah.
banker,
Okay.
he woke up one morning and started calling his wife with the wrong name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
23?
Rita, there's no 23 here.
Look carefully. Right next to your finger. Yes. And my name is Sushma, not Rita.
So apparently he had some major rhythm issue going on in his heart.
Okay.
And that led to a minor brain stroke.
Okay.
And that has affected his ability to recognize numbers and even remember the names of people, objects, colors, etc. His wife is still suspicious of him though. That young man had a severe head injury and apparently after waking up from a coma, he only wants to eat kesari bhat.
Oh,
3 times a day. His father runs a major biryani business.
केसरी बात पार्सल करा लिया क्या? भूख लग रही है.
Ah, there he is. Come. Hi, Ram. Nina is doing quite well now. Look at her. From the time she had stroke and now, see?
Yeah, another 6 to 9 months of rehab and she'll be good to go.
Yes. So I've given her some Botox injections, okay? So one is at this pronator teres muscle, then at the FDS muscle for a second and third finger, and then one in the biceps over here. About 100 units given, and I think that'll really help speeden up her whole recovery and all of that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, doctor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you must be Anisha, right?
Hi.
Yeah, we are expecting you.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Come, we'll go speak this way. Come.
First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Sharan, Dr. Pratibha, for letting me do this interview. You know, you've no idea what this means to me. And I must tell you, you're doing an amazing job at this center. I mean, congratulations to the both of you. I'll come straight to the point, okay? Dr. Sharan, 5 years ago when you started the center, a leading neurosurgeon, Dr. M.K. Singh, had challenged you in one of the most difficult cases in neurosurgery. I remember it was a big news. I mean, it was all over, and he challenged you to perform a surgery to treat someone who was practically untreatable. You know, since that day, I've been wanting to know what happened. I mean, you guys never spoke about it later. We don't know if the patient recovered. I mean, there have been rumors that the patient recovered, but no one is to say. Honestly, people want to know. My readers would want to know the truth.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, sir.
Is your brain even functioning properly?
I think so.
No, like, is your brain working?
I think so.
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, you know, you won't even know because there is no brain function test, right? To even know whether the brain is functioning properly. Like, why don't you get one done? Go Google it.
There's no test like that. What he means are about functioning brain circuits for talking, walking, texting.
No, like, I mean, is your brain functioning? How would you even know that? See, there's so many patients who come to us with their brains all damaged. We struggle to wire them, like our entire team carelessly. I mean, we work day and night to try and fix our brains. But what is the use when all people want to know is this meaningless gossip?
I'm so sorry, Dr. Sharan, if I offended you. My only intent was to get the truth. I think people are really interested in this case, and I thought that I would put out whatever is the right thing.
See, the thing is, your brain needs to be rebooted, man. Because once we reboot your brain, you will actually start focusing on some of the impactful and meaningful work that we do. Anyway, I got a patient to see. I'm off. Good day.
Dr. Sharan.
Look, we don't want anything to do with Dr. M.K. Singh and that dreadful conference. And Dr. Sharan has a lot of respect for all his gurus. You're not going to hear anything negative from us. So I think it would be best if you stop wasting our time and yours. Thank you and good luck.
Dr. Pratibha, Doctor.
I think we
So,
can
ma'am.
sort it out a little bit, you know, figure it out a little
Ma'am.
bit.
Sir.
She's...
Ma'am, sir, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know my question would upset you. I'm so sorry. I promise I will not ask that question again. But this is my first big interview. If you could please consider, I mean, it would mean a lot.
Shan.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You are not going to regret this. Let's start afresh. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. What is the meaning of this board?
This? Yeah. Come, we'll sit, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Actually, in my younger days, I used to be quite angry. Especially, at those people, when they're riding their bikes and not wearing helmets, or when they're sitting in a car, they're not wearing their seat belts. I used to get really angry at them. In fact, sometimes I would stop them in traffic signals. Guru, helmet hakkoli.
Hey, mind your own business.
You are my business. And I would smile inside, once I give my card out. I mean, with these careless people, I thought it is best to give them a message by handing out my visiting card.
I can imagine.
You should see their face when they see neurosurgeon written on it.
I can imagine, but that's honestly very clever, huh?
But I think people take their brains for granted. Like, let me ask you a question here.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's a pen.
Yeah, it's a pen. Is your eyes telling you it's a pen, or is it your brain telling you it's a pen?
My eyes.
But if your eyes were closed or you were sleeping, and if I were to show this, would you still be able to tell?
Oh, no. It's actually the brain that's telling me that it's the pen.
Yeah? Eyes or brain? Okay, let me give you another example. If your smartphone, if it crashed and you went to an engineer to repair it, what's the first thing that he's going to ask you? Say, what will happen to my data, right?
Correct, yeah.
And you're going to say, you never back up your data. And he'll be like, gaya sara data, no? But have you backed up the data from this hard disk?
No.
No, right?
Yeah.
Neither have I. Nobody does it. But what we are able to do is we are able to restore lost data from the brain, even without a backup.
Wow. But how would you restore the data in the brain if it was never backed up in the first place?
Well, that is what is neurorehabilitation. It is the art and science of repairing, restoring and fixing all these lost data, damaged files or apps from a brain where no data was actually ever saved or stored.
Wow, I never thought of it this way. The guitar surgeon. I remember this piece of news when it had happened. I honestly never thought that I'd be sitting in front of you one day and interviewing you. So tell me, how did you get this title, the guitar surgeon?
The guitar surgeon,
yeah.
An Indian neurosurgeon who's operating on the brain of a patient while he's awake and playing the guitar does make for a very nice headline. But I think this did us more harm than good actually.
Harm? How come?
Well, a title like the guitar surgeon makes people believe that we only treat task-specific issues like finger cramps or writer's cramp, musician's dystonia, but actually we treat such a wide variety of issues, head injuries, tumors, infections, Parkinson's disease, even chronic pain. So what ended up happening is that a lot of our patients or their caregivers didn't even come to us for such treatment, they ended up delaying their care for months or even years. And also there are very few people actually in this industry who are doing things in an end-to-end organized way,
I'm sorry, we journalists, we overhype the titles to attract readers, not knowing the collateral damage it's actually going to cause to the patients.
Anyway, let me tell you what happened. See, about 5 years ago, I was trying to set up the equipment for stereotactic functional neurosurgery at our hospital. And I even got the manufacturer to agree to, give us the equipment so that we can demonstrate this surgery. And we demonstrated it. In fact, in front of our dean, Dr. Professor Sulochana, she was there. In fact, head of department neurosurgery, Dr. M.K. Singh was also there. And the surgery went really well. It was successful, This is a surgery, where what we do is we take a probe and we burn that part of the brain that is causing, movements of the hands, legs or face to misfire, So by burning it, we fix these tremors and the patient actually recovered on table. There was a shaking hand and the shaking completely stopped. And it was a very successful surgery. But the equipment was costing over 2 crore rupees. And in fact, after the surgery happened, my teacher, Dr. Albert, he was so happy and excited as we were walking out of the operation theatre.
Great job, Sharan. The look on Dr. MK's face after today's surgery was worth framing. I'm sure that now they will take the decision to procure the equipment in today's meeting.
Sir, not everyone thinks as positively as you. Mr. Prediction here, he thinks the surgery will fail.
क्या मतलब गुरुजी प्रोक्योरमेंट के लिए हाँ हो गई?
अरे भाई सर्जरी अच्छा होगा तो प्रोक्योरमेंट अपने आप होगा ना? क्या यार? Actually, listen, I have to see a patient and I'll be there in 5 minutes in the meeting. Okay? Yeah, see you there.
बट ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है गुरुजी? स्वामी अखंडनाथ जी ने मुझ पे खुद भविष्यवाणी की थी कि मेरी सारी प्रेडिक्शन सही होंगी।
अच्छा, और क्या उन्होंने ये भी भविष्यवाणी की थी कि न्यूरो सर्जरी करने की जगह तू जड़ी बूटियों का बाबा बनेगा? कितनी बार गलत हो चुकी है तेरी भविष्यवाणियां?
क्या कह रहे हो गुरुजी? कब गलत हुई? एमके आपकी थीसिस साइन नहीं करेंगे, ये वाला सही था कि नहीं?
तो उसके लिए एस्ट्रोलॉजी की क्या जरूरत है? ये तो कोई भी बता सकता है कि वो मुझसे कितनी नफरत करते हैं।
और अपने भाई का एक्सीडेंट एग्जैक्ट डे, टाइम और लोकेशन के साथ मैंने प्रेडिक्ट किया था ना सर।
तुम नहीं करवाया होगा एक्सीडेंट।
क्या कह रहे हो गुरुजी? आप थ्योरी एग्जाम में पास हो जाओगे एग्जैक्ट मार्क्स के साथ, और आपके प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम्स की डेट्स, उसका क्या गुरुजी?
यार मार्क्स और डेट तो फ्लूक भी हो सकता है ना यार। और जिस तरह से मेरे मार्क्स है वैसे तो मुझे कोई फेल कर भी नहीं सकता। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू, डोंट बिलीव इन दीस थिंग्स। इट्स नॉट हॉरोस्कोप, इट्स हॉररस्कोप। चलो
इंप्रूवमेंट हो जाएगा गुरुजी, आप चिंता मत करो।
चलो,
ऑल द बेस्ट।
ए शायद और है। ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
The surgery went really well. Mostly procurement ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಲೂಸ್ ಮೈ ಜಾಬ್.
Fingers crossed ಶಾಯದ್, fingers crossed. ಬನ್ನಿ.
I welcome all committee members present here today from neurosurgery, neurology, biomedical, purchase and finance. I also welcome Mr. Shahid, who is from Stereotactics, who have developed this equipment. Firstly, we are all pleasantly amazed at the surgical demonstration of the stereotactic functional neurosurgery by Dr. Sharan under the guidance of Dr. Albert.
Thank you. Thank you.
The tailor with Parkinson's has shown remarkable improvement immediately after the surgery.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I'm so happy that Dr. Sharan has really mastered this surgery.
So, in order to come to a consensus, whether we need to procure this equipment and whether our hospital should continue with this procedure, we conducted a voting poll to record all our members' recommendation. And all our committee members have given their oaths individually. I have the results here with me. Dr. Albert?
Sorry, ma'am.
While the use of this equipment and surgery looks promising, unfortunately, it did not get the required votes. 5 out of our 7 members have voted against it. So the committee cannot go ahead with the purchase.
Ma'am, this could have been a game changer, ma'am, here. So many
Sharan, we understand your enthusiasm, but you have to realize lesioning is outdated. What happened with you today is beginner's luck. DBS is here to stay. It's reliable and it works.
Sir, DBS is 5 times more expensive, sir. And then there are some complications of DBS also, no, sir. Like, for
So I
example,
ask you, how many hospitals are doing the DBS procedure?
actually, many, sir.
And how many are doing the lesioning?
2 or 3.
There. Ma'am, I rest my case. I think it's time to close this chapter and move on.
Okay. I agree with you, Dr. Singh. Sorry, Sharan. All the best.
I'm sorry, Sharan. I tried my best. I think me and the ma'am were the only 2 votes who were in favor of procurement.
Sir, I can understand why Dr. MK would not support. But what about others, sir?
What do you mean, what about others? You know, ever since this DBS system came into being about 2 decades back, there has been a constant campaign by vested interests of, overplaying its benefits and downplaying its side effects, which are extremely bad. And they keep on tarnishing the fantastic results of lesioning at the same time. And in this era of social media, we gullible people, we keep on falling prey to such games. Day in and day out, especially the neurologists. You know, they become biased towards this. It's a very sad scenario, Sharon, very sad.
Sir, a lot of people could have been saved by this, sir.
I know.
Arey, Panwari, you were right, yaar. The surgery actually failed. And I'm sorry, Shayad.
Sir, I trusted you and went out of my way to make this demo happen. You know very well that we cannot use the equipment for surgeries without the sale of the equipment. But I risked my job because I was sure that you will convince the hospital. What do I do now, sir?
We tried, yaar. Let's see. I mean, that was one of the most darkest days of my life. Like, I just couldn't understand and digest why would the committee reject the procurement when everything went well, the surgery went well. I mean, like, what more could I have done?
That is so sad. So if the product wasn't procured, how did you guys do the surgery?
Well, fate played some different tricks and something very unfortunate was happening to a young and talented guitarist.
Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to wish a very happy first wedding anniversary to Rahul and Riya. And I would like to sing a song for them. So here it goes. दिल क्या करे जब किसी से किसी को प्यार हो जाए, दिल क्या करे जब किसी से किसी को प्यार हो जाए, जाने कहाँ कब किसी को किसी से प्यार हो जाए. हाँ माँ, मैं फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट को दिखाने आया हूँ. सारे डॉक्टर्स यही कहते हैं, बस यही एक ट्रीटमेंट है. कितने डॉक्टर्स को दिखा चुका हूँ.
His fingers were trembling like this. The moment he did something in the brain, they stopped.
Right then and there?
Right then and there.
Oh.
You had to see it to believe it.
मामा, मैं थोड़ी देर में कॉल करता हूँ. Excuse me, doctor.
Yes?
The doctor you were just talking about, who made the shaking fingers stop, can he also make cramping fingers move?
Sir, I don't know about that, sir. But aren't you that Abhishek from that famous band Gunj?
Yes.
Sir, I'm a big fan, sir. Can I take a selfie, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Would you know where I can find him?
I know where to find him.
Pratibha?
So actually when I took Abhishek in to see Dr. Sharan, he wasn't in the best of spirits after what happened in the boardroom. But after examining Abhishek, he had that spark in his eyes and I knew that he had an idea.
Well, it was almost like, Lord Lakshmi Hayagriva had, given me another chance. I immediately, when I examined Abhishek, came to know it was a specific type of focal hand dystonia. We call guitarist dystonia. And I knew he would really benefit from the lesioning surgery with the VO thalamotomy. It took some time for him to understand the procedure because, I mean, it's an unbelievable procedure, right?
So, doctor, are you going to open my brain and remove something? I'm really scared of surgeries, doctor.
I'm not opening your brain or removing anything, Abhishek. I'll be making a very tiny hole, like a 14mm burr hole, and I'll pass a very thin probe inside. And with that, I will burn that part of your brain that is causing this misfiring and malfunction to your fingers. We call it a VO thalamotomy, ventralis oralis nucleus of the thalamus. You may think of it as a circuit repair of sorts.
So, how will you know that you burned the right area? Will I be under a general anesthesia?
No general anesthesia. In fact, you'll be awake and playing the guitar while I'm going to do the surgery because that's how I'll know that when I'm burning the right part of your brain, then you'll immediately have improvement on the table.
What? I mean, playing guitar during brain surgery? This sounds too magical to be true, doctor.
It is magical, Abhishek. Trust me. It really is a magical procedure and I've seen this magic cure so many people.
But you had no permission to do these surgeries in your hospital. You didn't even have the equipment. So how did you do it?
See, a very good friend of mine, his father, Dr. Marker, is a director of Bhagwan Mahavir Jain Hospital. And I thought it was a good time to approach him and maybe request him to see if we can get a chance to operate there. So I somehow convinced Shahid, who took permissions from his authorities to give us, a chance to use the equipment again. And Shahid and I went into Dr. Marker's chamber to seek permission and see if we can do the surgery at his hospital.
Our doors are always open for you, Sharan Beta. You can post the case here anytime.
Thank you so much, Uncle. I mean, we're very grateful to it. But there is just this one other thing.
Bolo, what is it?
The cost of this equipment that we need for the surgery is about 2 crores.
Oh, okay.
And Mr. Shahid here, he somehow arranged for us to have the equipment for a demo that we conducted at Maheshwari Hospital. But even though the surgery went well, the procurement didn't go through.
2 crores. Shahid Beta, would it be possible for you to do a demo for us as well?
Sir, I almost got fired from my company for allowing the last demo. It's not allowed to give the equipment before it sales, sir. So we were hoping we can purchase the equipment and only then we can give it for the surgery, sir.
But Beta, you know we are a charitable hospital, don't you?
I understand, Uncle, but we are coming to you as a last hope, really.
Okay, I will convince the president and the managing trustees of the trust to make this happen for you. Anyway, it'll give us something new to talk about in the market. I commit to make this purchase.
That's great, Uncle, and that's a big relief.
But there are 2 conditions, Sharan Beta. Number 1, you will have to set up a center for functional neurosurgery at our hospital, Bhagwan Mahavir Jain, and you have to make use of the equipment regularly. If not, what's the use of using that equipment if you're not making use of it? And number 2, if the surgery doesn't work on the patient, we will not be able to make the purchase. जो चीज़ काम ना आए, उसको लेने का क्या फ़ायदा, right?
Right, Uncle. I accept both the challenges, and if the surgery does not work for whatever reason, I will personally arrange for the funds and will make this happen, Uncle.
It's this die-hard spirit of yours, Sharan Beta, that I really admire. You will go places, I can see that. Now, when do you want to start with the surgery?
I really don't know what I was thinking when I agreed to bear that 2 crore cost if that surgery would have failed, but I really wanted to do the surgery for Abhishek.
Wow.
And that's how we finally got to do the surgery at Bhagwan Mahavir Jain Hospital, and the rest is history. Dr. Banwari.
Yes, sir.
Instead of scrubbing and assisting the surgery, you're more interested in taking videos, huh? कैसा surgeon बनेगा यार तू?
अरे गुरुजी देखते जाओ, मेरी भविष्यवाणी के हिसाब से ना ये वाली वीडियो आपकी तरक्की का कारण बनने वाली है।
ये सही है। Surgery से ज़्यादा important surgery का video. Abhishek, are you listening to this? The kind of residents we get nowadays, huh?
Anyways, doctor, this is going to be a life and death performance for me. So it's a good idea to capture this moment forever. And I've got just the right song for this.
Well, on that note, play away. All right, Manju, XYZ coordinates okay?
Yes, sir.
Maximum stim.
Okay, sir.
C0. Lesioning, Abhishek, lift your hands up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, lesioning, stop. Okay. Now play again. Wonderful. How are you feeling?
This is magical, doctor. Really, I'm experiencing a miracle in my life at this moment. Thanks a lot for giving me my life back.
यही तो जादू है, sir.
That jadoo is exactly what changed our lives, forever. And Banwari, as usual, was spot on, if he hadn't recorded the video and then he shared it with Abhishek, then Abhishek shared it with his mother, then mother shared it with all her friends, and then just a few hours later, my phone is bombarded with messages, calls, and I mean, that's the first time I realized what going viral really feels like.
Yeah, it was the number of reporters and journalists who were trying to reach out to us, you know, in India and abroad. Calls from CNN, Fox News, Gulf News, and of course coverage in all the major newspapers in India, you know, starting with TOI.
Wow, that's such an amazing story of impact and determination. I mean, hats off to both of you, hats off to your team. You guys pulled it off, man.
Thanks. But, you know, I don't think we were prepared to deal with all of this, you know. I mean, so many people got all these news clippings, a video going viral. In fact, a lot of people shared it with Dr. M.K. Singh as well.
Oh, I can imagine. He must have been so pissed.
Oh, yeah. He was bubbling with anger and jealousy. And, you know, he ended up doing what he does best, you know, complain.
Hello. Yes, Dr. MK.
Ma'am, I want a full inquiry on Dr. Sharan Srinivasan. He works for our hospital, but he operates on our patients in other hospitals. And there are videos of it all over the place. I want him suspended immediately, ma'am. Please take the strictest action.
Okay, we'll look into this.
Thank you.
Great job, Sharan.
Scene 1, shot 1, take 4.
Rolling.
Scene 8, shot 2, take 1. आपके हाथों पैरों में जो जकड़न है Pinto and Dr. Jagdish, take 2.
हो जाएगा गुरुजी, आप चिंता मत करो, ठीक है? ऑल द बेस्ट।
Hey, शाहिद हो रहा है? नमस्कार।
नमस्ते सर।
Scene 6, shot 1, take 1.
Excuse me, PRS Neurosciences यहीं पे? Okay, thank you.
Camera rolling.
1 by 3.
These two have become so stiff. I cannot bring it on the front board. I can't. God, it has become so stiff. I cannot move at all. See, can you see? I can see that. I'm trying, but I cannot. Want to mention one thing in the end, that if you have a dream, if you want to achieve something, then please don't quit. Keep on trying. Things will work out one day. There may be difficulties, there may be failures. Definitely one day everything will work out. And everything will start making sense. If I can overcome my physical disability, then anything is possible.
लग गया Rita, you are Rita, you are Rita.
I'm Shanti.
You are Shanti.
Yes.
You are Rita.
No, after 2 what is there?
What is the number coming after?
What number comes?
3.
Yeah, where is it?
This is 3, no?
This is not 3, this is
This
4.
is 4.
Huh.
4.
So after 2 is 3. Show me 3.
After 2 is 3. Okay.
Show me 3.
Where is 3?
23 here. No?
Where is 3?
23
Count
here.
1 to 10.
Count means?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that.
1 to 10.
Huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Correct.
This is 9.
Yeah, after 9 you have written 10.
I have written 10.
Correct?
No, actually, I did a mistake, I think.
What mistake? No, I think it's correct.
After 9, this has become wrong actually. Supposed to be, I was supposed to write 10, no? I have written 1 plus 1, 0 or something like that. No, okay.
1 and 0. That's correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, you've
That's
written
correct.
correctly. Okay. So what is this number?
This is 5.
Very good. This is?
That is 8.
Very good. This is? What is 2 plus 2?
2 plus 2.
How much is it?
14.
Okay.
2 plus 2.
2 plus 2 is?
14. 2. 14 is 14.
Okay.
This is 14. Plus this minus.
No, that's plus.
Plus 2.
2 plus 2.
14 and another 2. 14. 4. This is 14 plus 2 plus 2. That's what I feel.
So there are 3 dots here. There are 2 dots here. There's a plus mark, right?
This is a plus mark.
Yeah, this is a plus mark. Okay. So I want you to count these and then count these and write the answer.
There are 3 here.
Count this.
Kittle dots is like a number total.
Yeah, teeny, chari, panch.
That's the answer, right there.
Panch.
Panch here, you have to write.
5. That is 5.
Dr. Sharon was with me in Japan for a while, and he studied a lot, very hard. He worked very hard in this field, and now I am sure he is the most top leader in India in this field of functional neurosurgery. So if you had such kind of symptoms, if you think you have dystonia, tremor, Parkinson, you should go to Dr. Sharon.